Welcome back guys to Janine's Gluten-Free Kitchen. I know how much you enjoyed the recipe for seed crackers, so here is another one for you. Slightly different flavors, just as delicious, just as easy. Please stick around and I will make it with you. So if you're trying to avoid grains, you will probably be struggling with what to have in terms of crackers or biscuits with your dips and with your other yummy items. And nothing beats a good seed cracker and nothing beats a good homemade seed cracker. And this one is foolproof, it's so easy, love it, we love them here. So we're making these out of 5 seeds, 5. We've got pepitas, which are also pumpkin seeds. We've got flax meal, but this time we've got it ground so that it's a little bit easier to digest. We've got some lovely sunflower seeds, chia seeds, scrumdiddly and sesame seeds. And as you can tell by the fact that we have all these seeds, it's going to be super high in omega-3 fatty acids and super delicious and full of good oils. Let's get started. So we're just going to throw in all our seeds. Don't forget the recipe is below in the directions. And throw them all in. Pretty straightforward so far. Next, I'm going to throw in our psyllium husk powder, which is a really important binding ingredient. Of course, when water hits psyllium, it goes quite sticky and mucilaginy, and it's really good stuff to bind it so that we don't need to put eggs, and this remains vegan. So that's the upside, is it's also vegan. Just give that a good stir through. Now we're going to throw in some flavouring. Today we are doing a rosemary and sea salt flavour. So I've got some dried rosemary. Now you can use fresh, but I prefer dried because it means that it will dry in the oven quicker. We have some sea salt. Feel free to omit it if you don't want salt. Some cracked black pepper. And that's it for the dry ingredients. Give that a good stir through. You can smell that black pepper. I may sneeze. I always do with black pepper. All right, cool. Now the liquid, a little bit of oil. I've used avocado oil, but any nut oil is really nice. And finally, some water. Now, boiling water, I've just boiled this. We're going to put 1.5 cups in, and there's a little trick to this. It's not a trick, it's just something to be aware. 1, you have to be exact with your measurement. 2, you have to stir very quickly, because the minute the water hits the psyllium, it's going to start to grab it and thicken, and if you're not stirring it through the whole mix quickly, it's going to end up with lumps. So half and 1 and straight to stirring. You can see how quickly it comes together. It's crazy quick. It's because of the hot water. You can already see. God, it's only been like 10 seconds and it's already blended beautifully. And you can tell, because it does come together really quickly, it is important to mix your dry ingredients fully first, so that when you put your liquids in, you're just moving the water through the mixture. Okay. The other thing that's really important to note is do not let this stand now, okay? Because the longer you leave it, the thicker it gets, the drier it gets, and it's a nightmare to roll. So what we have here is enough for 2 trays, and what we're going to do is move all this stuff out the way. Be gone, little bowls. Some baking paper or parchment paper, and we're going to rip out 3 pieces. 2 of them are going to be on the base of the tray, and one of them is going to sit on top while we roll. All right, 1, 2, 3. That was a terrible cut. All right, so we've got our 2 bits, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to divide the mix. And I'm just guesstimating, this doesn't have to be exact. Just putting a slice down the middle and putting one side on each. Of the papers I have actually, I can tell, that one's bigger than this one. Great. Put your third piece on top, just give it a little bit of a flatten. It feels quite warm because it's obviously hot water. And get your rolling pin and just gently roll it. And what you want to do is you want to take it as thin as you can to the edges, very even. If you have any thick spots, they're going to not crisp as well. So you want to make sure that they're quite even. That feels really nice and even. Let's have a look. Gorgeous. That's going to taste sensational. Oh, what am I doing? I need that. Now, normally when I cook these, I like to make them freeform when they're done. But today, I feel like scoring them to get a little bit of uniformity in the biscuit when it comes out. Don't try and cut it through, just as long as you've scored it, because then when it's cooked and you bring it out, it just snaps along the lines. Don't dally too much with this though, because you want to get onto rolling that other bit. Excellent. Get yourself your big tray. I've got a good big oven tray and I'm going to slide this on. Perfect, that's one done. Number 2. Beautiful. And that's the second one done. You know what? I'll leave this one freeform so you can see the difference. Another tray, pop it on. Now I put my oven on to 180 before we started, so that temperature is ready for us to pop these little babies in. Hey, okay, so these babies have come out of the oven and they've cooled down now, and we get to pull them apart, break them apart. You see it comes out as one very dry sheet, and so we want to just snap them into bite-sized pieces. So this is the kind of the rustic, unscored version. Yum. All right, fabulous. So crunchy, really delicious. The rosemary is really lovely, and the sea salt just gives you a hint of the salt. It's not like crazy, and you get the beautiful crunch of all the different flavors of seeds. It's so good. Also sesame seed crackers. I know you guys love this recipe. You have told me so in the past. So these are tremendous with dips. I don't know if you've ever tried our artichoke dip. We've got a sensational artichoke dip recipe. Check it out. If you've enjoyed these, please hit the like down below, and don't forget to subscribe. Hit the bell so you never miss any future recipes. It's been a pleasure. Have an awesome day. See ya. People want you to get to the recipe. Stop babbling on, get to the recipe. All right. You're like, damn it, there's no outtake. Are we really rolling? All right. We ready? 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 I'm getting lactic acid build up. All right.